right, Saints fans. Home team Saints are taking pregame infield right now. We have a game tonight. It is Thursday, April 15th, and we are playing Marion High School tonight. They are the Patriots, the Marion Patriots. They have a very good record. I think they're 17-4 is what I read today, 17-3 maybe. So obviously they have got some serious talent. So the Saints are in for another very good game against some excellent competition. I think Coach Hopkins has scheduled teams like this for a purpose as we start getting into district play, regional play, and so on. He wants the best competition that we can possibly get, and I think Marion's going to give us all we want tonight. So it's a beautiful night, a little bit cooler than it has been the last several games. But not a cloud in the sky and gorgeous, not a whole lot of wind. It's just a little bit crisply cool. So looking forward to another great evening of baseball. I've got the starting lineups for both teams. We'll start off with the visiting Marion Patriots. Leading off and playing center field is Gage Watson. Hitting in the two-hole, playing right field is Caleb Catt. Daedric Kale, shortstop, is going to be at hitting third. Dylan Kite is the first baseman, hitting cleanup. Matthew Kearney is playing third base and hitting fifth. Chase Armstrong is on the mound tonight, hitting sixth. Davis York is the designated hitter, hitting seventh. Peyton Voiles is playing second base and hitting eighth. Luke Bullens is the left fielder and hitting ninth, and Wes Hampton is catching. I'm not sure if they're batting 10. I forget what the high school rules are, but Wes Hampton is going to be behind the plate. For our Saints, Coach Hop has moved the lineup around a little bit. Mick Arney is leading off and playing shortstop. Eli Smith is in right field, hitting second. Tyler Harrington is at third base, hitting third. Jonas Sutton is behind the dish, hitting fourth. Drew Atkins is the designated hitter tonight, hitting fifth. Trey Bird is the first baseman. He's hitting sixth. Luke Willard is playing left field and hitting seventh. Tate Gentleman is at second base and hitting eighth. And Josh Russell is in center field, batting ninth. On the bump tonight for the Saints is big, tall, strapping left-hander, sophomore Matthew Dallas. So we've got Arney, Smith, Harrington, Sutton, Atkins, Bird, Willard, Gentleman, and Russell with Dallas on the bump. Talk a little bit about last night's ball game. So we lost a heartbreaker to our arch rival, the MUS Owls. It was a game that we had and just couldn't push runs across when we had runners in scoring position. And when you're the visitor and that happens, eventually that's going to come back to bite you. That's just the way the baseball gods work, and that's exactly what happened. We let them hang around. We had them on the ropes several times, couldn't put in the runs, and gave up a run in the bottom of the 10th that actually went 3 extra innings, and they were able to scratch across a run in the bottom of the 10th. But I'm a very positive fella, and I like to stress the positive about everything, even a tough baseball loss. Last night, we struck out 21 Owls. That's right, 21 strikeouts. So that is huge. Our pitching staff continues just to be rock stars. Preston Ewing had a very difficult first inning. Threw a bunch of pitches, could not find his release point. Something was off on his mechanics. He allowed a bunch of runners to get on base. We walked in a couple runs. And then, like he's done before, he made an adjustment, and, man, he was lights out from there. He ended up pitching 4 1/3 innings and struck out 12 Owls. Then our junior left-hander, Jack Newman, comes in, and in 5 2/3 innings, strikes out another 9. He was money. He struck out his first 3 innings in. He struck out the first 2 batters in the first 3 innings and just pitched lights out. His hitting coach is Dave Locke. Dave Locke works for Batter's Box. He was a longtime coach, pitching instructor for the Germantown Red Devils, and he's got a fantastic reputation as one of the top pitching instructors in all of Memphis. And both the Newmans, both Cooper and Jack, have taken pitching lessons from Dave for years, and he has done a tremendous job. I was so impressed with Cooper watching him pitch his junior year 2 years ago. He's gone on to pitch at Maryville. And Jack, you can tell his baseball and pitching IQ is just off the charts. The guy has got a slow heartbeat. He stays around the plate. He knows how to change speeds. He throws first pitch strikes, and his breaking ball is filthy. And I know that's something that he and Coach Locke worked diligently at, just step by step, to really refine that off-speed pitch. And he has really got a nice breaking ball. So bravo to Coach Locke and to Jack Newman and Preston. Take out that one inning that was rough, and we had that game in hand, and we probably beat them 4-1 or 4-2. So, but hey, sometimes you got to tip your hat to the competition. They did more than we did, especially in crucial situations, big at bats, and you just got to tip your hat to them. We knew that we were going to be in a battle with them, and the first game was much the same, very close until late, and we were able to come out on top on the first game. They got us last night, or Tuesday night, but I have a feeling that that's the way these games are going to be between the Saints and the Owls probably for the rest of the season. So one more thing I want to say. Last night or Tuesday night against MUS, at the very end of the broadcast, I got a little excited, and I dropped the swear word. So I apologize for all of those that were listening. It was nothing flagrant. It just, in the heat of the moment, I slipped. So we cleaned that up. We were able to edit it and get it out. So there is a G-rated version of our Saints and MUS Owls game that is available for viewing now. So I apologize for that, and I'll try to put my inner comments in my back pocket. So I'm so looking forward to tonight's game. It's going to be a great one, and hopefully the Saints will be able to throw a lot more strikes early on, and Matthew Dallas is going to be up for the task. Matthew, this is going to be his third start. His record is 1-1. He's pitched 10.1 innings, given up 8 hits, 6 earned runs. He's walked 8 and struck out 11. And he had the unenviable task of throwing against the big, powerful Baylor team, which was a great experience for a young sophomore pitching against a team of that caliber. And he's going to be tested tonight by a veteran, very skilled Marion Patriots bunch. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Matthew Dallas has got going on. He is very accustomed to pitching in big games. He has pitched for high-end summer programs the last several summers, and usually he's the one that's going to draw the top talent on his team. So this is nothing new for young Matthew Dallas pitching in big moments. So I have no doubt that he's going to come out throwing some pellets. Mick Arney, again, is leading us off. Mick's hitting .480. He'll be followed by Eli Smith, who had 4 hits against the Owls, raising his average to .396. And then Tyler walked 3 times against the Owls. He was on base 4 times. He also reached on an error, so he was all over the place. So those are going to be our first 3 Saints in the lineup: Mick, Eli, Tyler, and they'll be followed by Jonah, Drew, Trey, Luke, Tate, and Josh. Got a few other shout-outs that all work into the broadcast tonight for our players and their families. To all of our Saints families who have been tuning into these broadcasts, thank you so much. Your players that you are listening to know that you are, and they really appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to the ball games and watch the ball games online. So thank you guys very much for taking the time to doing that. It means a lot to these young players to know that they got a family and friends fan base. So thank you so much. They do know it, they acknowledge it, and they appreciate it very much, as do we. We're going to play the national anthem and get ourselves cranked up. All right, Saints, we just played the national anthem, and we are about ready to throw the first pitch. Again, we're playing the Marion Patriots, and I think their record's 17-3, 17-4, something like that. A very good record. So I'm very anxious to see what these young men have going on. In the first inning for Marion, leading off is a center fielder, Gage Watson. Hitting second, it's going to be the right fielder, Caleb Catt, followed by the shortstop, Daedric Kale, and the first baseman, Dylan Kite. I worked with Caleb Catt's grandma at United Equipment for about 5 years. She is a sweetheart. I just saw Caleb's mama, who I hadn't seen in a while. And if Wanda's watching right now, a big shout out, sweet Wanda. I miss you, girl. Around the infield for the Saints is Tyler Harrington's over at third. Mick Arney is at short. Tate Gentleman is at second. The Birdman is over at first. Jonas Sutton is behind the dish. Luke Willard is out in left. Josh Russell is in center. And Eli Smith is out in right. Matthew Dallas, sophomore left-hander, is on the mound. He's going to finish up his warm-up tosses. Fire this ball down to second base, and we're going to throw our first pitch of this game. Saints have a little powwow on the mound. Get Matthew all fired up. Get this game going. First batter of the game, Watson's a left-hander.
Now batting number 1, George Watson.
Pretty sure that's Gage. First pitch. Fastball fouled back, squared around the bunt, straight back, strike one. Good way to start the game. Matthew Dallas pumping a strike on the inner half. I've talked about that several times on previous broadcasts, how effectively the Saints pitchers utilize the inside half. Next pitch, fastball down, taken by Watson, evens the count at 1-1 strike. 1-1 pitch coming. Sawed him off. Foul ball down the third baseline. Counts quickly 1-2. Another hard inside fastball by Dallas. Hitters are only hitting .205 against Matthews so far this year in his 10.1 innings. He's pitched in 3 games, started 2. 10.1 innings so far, giving up 8 hits. 1-2 pitch coming. Strike 3, outside corner taken. Good start for young Matthew Dallas. Good setup. He came in hard 3 times and finished him off with an outside fastball. Good start right there. And that brings up the right fielder, another left-handed batter, Caleb Catt. First pitch coming to Catt. That's a breaking ball down, taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top of the first inning. If you're just now tuning in, first batter of the game struck out looking. 1-0 pitch to Catt. Ball taken outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Marion's wearing red jerseys, white pinstripe pants, white helmets. It's a good hard fastball back in on his hands, swung through it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Saints are wearing their home whites, white jersey, white top, green caps. Now the pitch just down. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1. 1 out, top of the first inning. Good pitch, another one in on the hands. That's going to even the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Like what I'm seeing so far from young Matthew Dallas. He is pounding the inner half. Coach Harrison and Coach Hopp preached that to these pitchers and to Jonah both. When in doubt, saw him off. That's a great pitch. That's a breaking ball. Outside corner, painted it. Taken for another called strike. 2 for 2 so far this game. 2 backward Ks for young Dallas.
Now batting number 3, Daedric Kale.
Now batting as a shortstop, Daedric Kale. Daedric has committed to take his baseball talents to Arkansas State next year. He is a heck of a ball player. First pitch fastball outside corner taken for a strike. Very nice. Daedric plays shortstop. Pitches, I know when he was younger, he caught, played third, short, pitched, and just a fantastic player. Big time power. Next pitch, breaking ball in, taken for a ball. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Not only is he an awesome player, he is a fine young man as well. Awesome family. Great pitch. I think Jonah took that one right off his knee. Umpire's probably going to give Jonah a little bit of time to shake that one off. Jonah will do the same for him if he gets nicked. Excellent pitch. He's in front of Daedric. 1 ball, 2 strikes right now. That was a very nice pitch. Pulled the string right there. And he is looking good. Matthew looks like he's got nice command. He got a nice release point. Mechanics look clean. And the results show it. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes to the always dangerous Daedric Kale. That's a heck of a pitch. Fouled it off. I think it was an off-speed pitch. He had Daedric fooled a little bit. He was on his front foot. Was able to get enough to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Matthews got the signal from Jonah. Set up outside. Great pitch. He hit his spot. That was off the plate. That was a ball, but great job hitting his spot. I like seeing that early. He's splitting the catcher's mitt, and that's going to come in handy later on in the game. If he does that on a continuous basis, he's more liable to get pitches as this game proceeds. That's another good pitch. Fly ball to center field, and the always speedy Josh Russell's got a beat on it. Calls off Tate. And the right fielder Eli Smith for the 3rd out. Good, clean first inning for Matthew Dallas. That's an awesome job right there. That's a very difficult ball to catch. It's kind of in that Bermuda's triangle out there behind second base. You got three players converging, and that's where a guy with Josh's speed and ability to read balls comes into play. He had a beat on it the whole way. I've seen that ball drop so many times, especially at this high school level, but I got to tell you, I haven't seen a ball drop in front of a center fielder like Josh Russell. So no runs, no hits, no errors in the top of the first inning. All right, Chase Armstrong is the pitcher for the Marion Patriots. Catcher tonight's Wes Hampton. Chase just made his last warm-up tosses. Wes threw down a second, and we're ready to play. Leading off in this top of the first inning is Mick Arney, who'd like for me to give him a big shout-out to his sweet Aunt Janet. It's her birthday today. She's got a special place in Mick's heart. He called me today and asked me to make sure I gave sweet Aunt Janet a big shout-out. So, love you, Aunt Janet. Happy birthday, girl. First pitch to Mick was a high fastball, swung through it for strike one. Next pitch looked like it had a little tail on it. I don't know if that's a slider or just a cut fastball, but it was outside, taken for a ball, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Another fastball right in there. Armstrong looks like he's an aggressive pitcher coming right at our first hitter of the game. Mick fouls that fastball back. Takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coach Hop is shaking up the lineup a little bit. We've been scuffling a bit. So there we go. There's classic Mick Arney. How about that, Aunt Janet? How about a base hit for you, girl? Drops it right in there. Nice piece of hitting. Classic Mick Arney, hitting them where they ain't.
Now batting number 6, Eli Smith.
And that brings up right fielder Eli Smith. Eli had a 4-hit night last Tuesday night against MUS, double and 3 singles to raise his average to 396 in this young season. See if he can bring Mick around here. The Saints stole 7 more bases against MUS on Tuesday. So far this year, we've stolen 63 and been caught twice. I would think that Coach Hop likes that percentage. Let's keep on running. Fastball up. Armstrong looks like he's got some pretty good velocity going. Again, he's coming right at our hitters. Going to be a good game. First pitch fastball was up, taken for a ball, 1-0. See if Coach Hop puts something on early, gets these defense on their heels. That's a hard fastball in on Eli's hands. Took a hack, fouled it back. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Eli's getting on base at a 477 clip. Got an OPS of 986, which is awesome. Anything above about 750 is very good. He's at almost 1,000. That's like Mike Trout-like. That was a breaking ball in, almost pinched him on the hip. Got away from the catcher Hampton, but not far enough away for Mick to advance. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the first inning. Mick Arney led off with a hit. Eli Smith up to bat. Fastball swung through it. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 could be a good pitch to run on right here. Good breaking ball pitch. Mick's got excellent speed. He's yet to be caught stealing this year. Hampton thinks the same thing and fires over to first, or rather Armstrong, the pitcher. Hampton's the catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eli Smith hitting. Mick Arney leading off first. That's another base hit. Saints have something cooking early. Mick's not going to be able to get to third base as that ball was dropped right in between the right fielder and center fielder. But another fine piece of hitting by Eli Smith, and he stays hot. First 2 batters, 2 hits, 2 men on base.
Now batting number 13, Tyler Harrington.
Against the Owls on Tuesday, Tyler walked 3 times, had an RBI ground out. So obviously he's seeing the ball very well. He is spitting on pitches out of the strike zone and hitting balls that he can handle. It's a big hit right here. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball down. Nice block by Hampton. Kept our runners from advancing. Like what I'm seeing so far from these energized Saints. That's what you want to see out of a team. After a tough loss, come back and peel your ears back and rip. Fastball up and away. Taken for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. The always dangerous Tyler Harrington. Good fastball, outer half, swung through it by Tyler. That's a really nice pitcher's pitch right there. Hit the outside corner. Like the aggressiveness by Tyler. He wants to drive in runs right here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the first inning. 2 men on for the Saints. Hard fastball. Got it by him again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's where Tyler's done a heck of a job right here so far this season. With 2 strikes, he's got a great 2-strike approach. Spreads out a little bit. Keeps those hands in. And puts the ball in play more often than not. We need it right here. Fastball up and away, good take. Takes the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming. Three and 2. Armstrong's got the signal from Hampton. Here comes the pitch. Fastball away. That's a great at bat. We're loaded.
Now batting number 1, Jonah Sutton.
That is just a further indication of how well Tyler's seeing the ball. The 2 balls he swung at were in the zone. He just missed them. Got to tip your cap to the pitcher. And he spit on 4 balls that were just off the zone. So fantastic job. Coach Prater, head coach of Marion's, going to want to call timeout, get his defense together, have a little powwow, make sure everyone's on the same page right here. And we've got our catcher, Jonah Sutton, up to bat. So I've liked what I've seen so far from our hitters. 2 very controlled swings that produce base hits by both Arney and Smith. And a very well-fought walk by Tyler to load the bases. And now we got to capitalize right here. Love to put up a crooked number. It's always nice for the pitcher to have a crooked number in the first inning. That just further gives them the peace of mind to get out there and just hammer the strike zone, utilize our very strong defense, and pitch to contact. Here comes the pitch. Jonah was up there ripping, looked like a slider. Started middle, broke away, swung through it. No balls, 1 strike. Armstrong quickly on top of Jonah. Another slider. Another swing and miss. Late break. Hopefully everyone in the dugout's taking note of that. Pretty hard slider, late movement. Good job. Just got a piece of it, stayed alive. Catcher jumped out of the chute and jumped on it, but it was in foul territory. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. How about another one of those sliders that gets away from the catcher right here? I'll take that all day long. Got him. Good pitch, outside fastball, snuck it by him. Strike 3, just 1 out.
Now batting number 2, Drew Atkins.
And that brings up our designated hitter tonight. Big, strong Drew Atkins. Drew had nothing to show for it, but he barreled a couple balls very nice against MUS. They were just hit a couple atom balls, so he is due to have one fall in. He had one with the man on second and third. He barreled one, but unfortunately right at the speedy left fielder for MUS. First pitch fastball, inner half, taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Saints got to get these runs in right here. Ooh, that hit him. That's an RBI hit by pitch. I'll take it. Drew's tough as nails. You don't mind.
Now batting number 5, Trey Bird.
All right. Trey the Birdman's up the bat now. Trey's hitting .306 on this season, .424 on base percentage. Needs to get on base right here, drive home a run. First pitch to Trey. First pitch fastball, outer half, swing and a miss. Good aggressive swing by Trey, looking to jump on pitches early, drive home these runs. 0-1 pitch coming. Pitcher's in the windup. Another fastball right by him, strike 2. Armstrong is very impressive so far. Neither hit was hit particularly hard. He's been around the plate, just missing. Way outside, set up. Good job by Trey. Looks like he got on the plate a little bit, fouled that ball off. It was up and away. Here's where he's got to protect against that breaking ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the first. Saints 1, Patriots nothing. Slider away, got him. Strike 3. And that brings up the left fielder, Luke Willard.
Batting number 14, Luke Willard.
Luke is aggressive early in the count. At least he has been so far this season. I'd love for him to yank a hard inside fastball down that left field line, which he has done so far this year with the bases juiced. Good take. That was a slider. Late break. This is a good-looking pitcher. Good bite on his breaking ball. No balls, 1 strike. That was a good take by Luke. Fastball, got it by him. Looked like that was in. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Fastball by him. Another hard fastball, elevated a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Strike 3, taken. Breaking ball right in there. That's a heck of a job by Armstrong to get out of that jam. Saints score 1 run on 2 hits, 3 men left on base. Through 1 complete, Saints leading the Patriots 1-0. All right, Saints are able to scratch across that first run of the ball game. And the Patriots are going to have up the first baseman, Dylan Kite.
Batting number 37, Dylan Kite.
Third baseman, Matthew Kearney. And the pitcher, Chase Armstrong, first three batters of this inning. Matthew Dallas back in action. Very impressive first inning from Matthew. First pitch, fastball up and away, taken for a ball. One-0 pitched. First baseman, Kite. There it is. Good hard fastball outside corner, taken for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1 strike. Top of the second inning. Saints leading 1-0. Outfield straight away. Both corner outfielders are shaded towards the lines, big gaps. But hey, when you got torpedo-like speed by Josh Russell, you can do things like that. Next pitch was outside, taken for a ball. We're at 2-1 strike to the first baseman, Dylan Kite. Fastball down, 3-1 strike. Matthews got a signal from Jonah. Here comes 3-1 pitch. Right down the middle. Good hard strike. Good, nice, free and easy movement from our big 6'6" left-hander. Three-two pitch. Got him. Fastball in on the hand, swung through. Beautiful job, Matthew Dallas.
Now batting number 25, Matthew Kearney.
Here comes the third baseman, Matthew Kearney up. One out here in the top of the second inning. Though Matthew is only as in Matthew Dallas, the pitcher is only a sophomore. He has committed to play baseball at UT Knoxville. First pitch fastball up. The UT Knox coaching staff obviously likes that 6'6" frame and feels like he's going to be able to put on many more pounds and probably added velocity and improved everything else about his game too. 1-0 pitch was a breaking ball, a little bit down, taken for a ball. Kearney quickly on top, 2 balls and no strikes here in the top of the second inning. 1 out. Hard fastball in on the hands. 2 balls, 1 strike. He continues to work in, making me smile. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, that ball must have been a little bit down. Looked like it got enough of the plate. Must have been down. 3 balls, 1 strike to the third baseman, Kearney. Middle's back. Tyler's a few steps beyond the baseline at third base. Oh, that ball was up. So we got a 1-out walk, first base runner for Marion.
Now batting number 32, Chase Armstrong.
And that brings up the pitcher, right-handed hitting Chase Armstrong. I was just told that Chase is a junior, and he is committed to take his baseball talents to Arkansas State. He'll be teammates with his shortstop, Daedric Kale, in a couple years. About a double play right here. Pickoff move to first. Kearney's back in there safely. Like to see Matthew come back and throw first pitch strikes like he did the first several batters. Ooh, that hit him. Right on the forearm.
Got him back there, no worries.
Now batting number 21, Davis York.
Hit him right on the front forearm. They were going to run for Armstrong anyway, since he's the pitcher. And now batting is the designated hitter, Davis York. Saints are one pitch away from getting out of this inning. Just need a double play ball right here. 1 out. Patriots have something cooking. See if the young lefty can work out of this. Fake pickoff move to second. Kearney's back in there safely. No throw. First pitch, fastball up. One ball, no strikes. Designated hitter York. First pitch, next pitch, hard fastball right in on the hands. Good location right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd like to see him keep on doing that, see if we can course a ground ball to Tyler over there at third, turn double play. Saints have turned 9 double plays so far this year. 1-1 pitch coming. Another pick off. Good job making sure that these runner at second doesn't get a walking lead. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the second inning. Patriots have a couple guys on base. That was a breaking ball. I thought it had a chance of coming back in, but just didn't have enough bite late. Floated outside. Umpire called it a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. They're going. Swing and a miss. Got him. Jonah came out of the chute gunning. That was a double steal. Tyler got there, put down the tag, slid underneath it. He swung through it, called it a strike. I think Coach Hop may want to come out and see if that batter, see if he felt like he obstructed or maybe even think that he had a better view of the base umpire. I'm not quite sure. Looked like he was safe to me. Looked like it was an excellent throw. He put it right on the corner. But Kearney obviously has pretty good speed and seemed like he beat it. So Coach Hop probably has asked if he can give some help since he had a pretty good view looking right down at the action. He is safe. I doubted if they were going to overturn that. It'd have to be something pretty egregious for him to change that call right there. The base umpire did not have a good angle. He was in the middle of the field, and he ended up, while he made the call, behind the pitcher's mound. So the home plate umpire definitely had a much better view of the tag. But anyway, Matthews got to work out of this. We got 2-2, 2 strikes. Coach Hop's going to bring the infield in with 2 strikes. With 1 out, they may be going on contact. See if Matt can work out of this with the strikeout right here. Steps off the mound, going to gather himself. Here's where, as an infielder, you're in tight, but your mindset's got to be nothing gets by you. You got to get dirty or take it off your chest. Fastball taken, ball up. Takes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We've got a ball game tomorrow. We've got a ball game on Saturday, so I know Coach Hop's going to want Matthew to go as deep as possible this game. Payoff pitch coming. Good pitch in on his hands. York was able to get just enough, fouls it off. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. So man on second and third, 1 out. 3-2 count to the batter York. Ooh, breaking ball away. So Saints get the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Patriots have come back. They load the bases in the top of the second.
Now batting number 2, Peyton Voiles.
Got a left-handed batter up, Peyton Voiles. We need a double play right here. Hard ball back to Matthew, home to first. I'll take that any day of the week. Our middle's going to stay in double play depth. We got a turn 2 right here. Corners are in. Both Trey and Tyler are going to be gunning home. That's a nice breaking ball to the lefty. Right in there, taken for a strike. Good first pitch right there. Good 0-1 pitch. No balls, 1 strike to the left-handed hitting Voiles. Yeah, he did. Nice pitch. That was a hard slider. Outer half. Called strike 2. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Got him. 3 pitches, 3 outs. That was another filthy slider right on the black. Beautiful pitch right there. Way to bow your neck, young Dallas.
Luke Mullins.
That brings up the left fielder, Luke Bullins. We're not done yet. We got 1 more out to get. Someone's got to make a play on defense for Mr. Dallas. Yes, he did. Hard fastball in on the hands. Check swing, got it by him. No balls, 1 strike. We've seen this time and time again with our pitchers. They get in difficult jams, and they bowed their neck. Let's see if Matthew can do it again. That's a nice changeup. Oh, steal of home. Wow. That was a very heads-up steal of home. As soon as Jonah threw the ball back to Matthew, Kearney, the runner at third, took off for home and stole it cleanly. That's just a heads-up baseball by the Patriots right there. Coach Prater must obviously saw something. Called for a steal of home. This is the first time that we've seen that so far this year. So third baseman Kearney got on a walk. Advanced to second on a hit by pitch by Chase Armstrong, and then stole third and stole home. So here's where Matthew's got to settle down. That play's done. Turn the page here and get this last out, this last strike on the left fielder Bullins. No balls, 2 strikes. Man on first and third. They just walked off the bag. We conceded the stolen base. We're going to go after the hitter right here. And that hit him. Hard inside slider. It takes us back to the top of the lineup. Gage Watson's up. You know, trials and tribulations of a young 6'6" lefty are to be expected. And every pitch, every inning is a learning experience, and all these are going to be things that Matthew's going to file away and become a better pitcher for it. He's got to work out of it right now, though. First pitch was a breaking ball away, taken for a ball by Gage Watson. Gage struck out looking back in the first. 1 ball, no strikes. Another breaking ball in. 2 balls, no strikes. Scores tied 1-1. Matthew Dallas on the bump. 2-0 count. 3-0 count. I'd like to see one of our veterans on that infield call timeout and go in and talk to our young left-hander. Get his mind right here. We've got 13 seniors on our roster. 4 of them in the infield, including the catcher. 3-0 pitch. Got it. Fastball outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike to the center fielder, Gage Watson. Got to work out of this. Bow the neck, young Dallas. Somebody make a play for him on D. Good pitch. Fastball right in there. It's a good job right there. Good job. So, play's going to be at first. We got bases juiced, 2 outs, 3-2 count. Payoff pitch coming. Everyone's going to be running on the bases. Big pitch right here. Good pitch, fastball, outer half. Gage Watson got just enough to stay alive. We'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Patriots had the bases loaded. Center fielder Gage Watson up to bat. They're running on the pitch. Fastball up, ball 4.
Now batting number 5, Caleb Cat.
I think the steal of home may have threw Matthew off his vibe a little bit. You got to tip your cap to the head coach and the base runner Kearney for making that work. Really need to get this out right here. I do not want to see Daedric Kale up the bat with the bases juiced. I'd rather get this out right here and have him leading off the inning. Coach Hop's out talking to Jonah and Matthew, going over a good game plan for this next hitter. Got to get out of this inning right here. All right. How about a first pitch strike right here? We got another left-handed batter, Caleb Cat. Cat struck out looking back in the first. Drops a breaking ball right in there. Beautiful pitch. Took something off it. Had a nice late break. Inside corner. It's a good take by the hitter, unless he's looking for it. No balls, 1 strike. Good start. Fastball away. Evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Another strike in there. Fooled the hitter Cat a little bit. Turned in. Ball broke back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Someone's got to make a play for us right here. 1-2 pitch coming. Got him. Outside corner. Great job, Matthew. Way to come back right there. Excellent job. So the Patriots are able to scratch across a run without the benefit of a hit. 1 run, no hits, 3 men left on base, and they're able to scratch across 2 actually, and they have taken the lead after 1.5 innings, 2-1. All right.
Batting number 8, Tate Gentleman.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning is second baseman Tate Gentleman. Tate like to give a big shout out to his extended family out in California, aunts and uncles and cousins that have been listening to the broadcast. Thanks so much, guys. We sure do appreciate you being on. First pitch to Tate, high fastball, taken for a ball. One 0 pitch coming. Fastball swung through it. One. Tate Gentleman, second baseman, leading off. Fastball taken up. Very impressive young right-handed pitcher, Chase Armstrong for Marion. Saints are going to have their hands full with him. 2 balls, 1 strike, second baseman. Fastball, got it by him. He's going to have a good 2-strike approach here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'd like to see him choke. He's going to have to guard against that tough slider. He's gotten a few of our Saints hitters so far. Got him. There it is. Slider swung through it. Strike 3.
Now batting number 21, Josh Russell.
That brings up our center fielder, Josh Russell. We need to get Josh on this bag. He's leading our team in runs scored and stolen bases. We need Big Josh on. First pitch, fastball, inner half, taken for a strike. Josh has got a bunch of family that's been listening to the broadcast in Texas and Arkansas, as well as here in Memphis. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. No balls, 1 strike. Hard fastball, outer half. Josh swings, fouls it off. No balls, 2 strikes. Catcher setting up outside. Got a piece of it. Popped it up in the infield. Armstrong, the pitcher's calling for it, and he's got it. 2 batters, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
Now batting number 9, Nick Arney.
And that brings up our leadoff man, Mick Arney. Mick led off the game with a single, came around to score. First pitch fastball taken up for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Slider away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, rather. Sorry. The first pitch was also a high fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. Mick Arney. Here's a strike. We're in the bottom of the second inning, 2 outs. Mick Arney's got a 2-1 count. Nobody on. Saints are trailing the Patriots 2-1. Fastball outside corner. Mick's got a piece of it. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch coming. Got him. Breaking ball in the dirt. Mick swung. Catcher finishes the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Armstrong in the top of the second inning, or bottom of the second inning, rather. No hits, no runs, no errors. Through 2 complete. Patriots 2, Saints 1.
Now batting number 3, Daedric Kale.
We're in the top of the third inning. Shortstop Daedric Kale up the bat. Daedric flew out to Josh in center field last at bat. Big, strong right-handed hitter. First pitch, base hit up the middle, single. Didn't hit it particularly well, but he's strong enough to get it through that infield. First pitch swinging. And that brings up the first baseman, Dylan Kite, who struck out back in the second inning. Kale leads off first. Matthews got his signal. Throws back to first. Kale's back in there safely. Bird's holding on the runner. Middle's in double play depth. Josh is shaded a little bit to right field. Good pitch, breaking ball right at the knees. Taken for a strike. Man on first. 0-1 pitch. See if Coach Prater continues to be aggressive over there. Daedric runs very well. Jonah's going to have to be on his toes, come up gunning. Slide step, good hard fastball outside corner, fouls it off to the right. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch coming. Kale's got a good lead. Got him. Oh, goodness. That was a nice pitch. Jonah may have been set up a little off the plate. He hit the target, but he may have been set up off the plate. Umpire's not going to give you that. Got him. Jonah set up late inside, and Matthew painted that one too, put it right in the center of his glove. Heck of a pitch. Strike out for out number 1. And that brings up third baseman Matthew Kearney. Matthew reached on a walk, stole a couple bases, came around to score, including a steal of home. Comes the pitch to Kearney. Breaking ball in. Jonah had him. So a heck of a pick by Jonah. Kearney stayed in the batter's box like he was supposed to. Kale was actually dead red, but as the momentum of the pick took Jonah towards the batter's box, and Kearney stayed in the batter's box, so he couldn't make a throw. Kearney did what he was supposed to do, just stay there. Anyway, nice play by Jonah, ensuring he didn't get to second base. Hard base hit right back up the box. Had to be hard because the middle's playing in double play depth, but that was right under Matthews' feet and shot right into center field for a base hit.
32, Chase Armstrong.
So the Patriots have a little pressure on us. Chase was hit by a pitch, came around to score back in the second inning. 1 pitch, double play right of this. He's going to have to watch Kale. It's obvious that Kearney's got nice speed. Daedric does too. Don't want to get him to a walking lead here. I'd like to see Matthew lock in right here. Good hard fastball. Armstrong wanted it, swung and missed. No balls, 1 strike. That's a good hard heater right there. Saints need a ground ball. Double play any way, anyhow, right here. Good slide step. Jonah blocked it. Cale had a really nice jump. He read it in the dirt. Jonah did a good job blocking it. Ball was right in front of him, but Cale had a nice jump, read it well. And now we got a man on first and third. Let's see what our Saints defense is going to do right here. One ball, one strike, one out, first and third. Top of the third inning. A heck of a pitch right there. Pulled the string on a breaking ball. Armstrong got a piece of it, fouled it. Jonah was able to hold on to it for strike two. One ball, two strikes. Fastball up. Stolen base, Kearney. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're going to bring in the infield defense again. Big strikeout right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man on second and third. Got him. Great pitch. Elevated a fastball, outer half. Armstrong wanted it. Too much heat. Got it by him. Big pitch. Now the infield's going to be able to get back. Maximum range. Make a play right here.
Now batting number 21, Davis York.
York walked back in the second inning, was left stranded. Need to leave these runners out there right now. Jonah needs to be a wall back there like he's been all year. First pitch, fastball outside corner, taken for a strike. Nice job, Matty. Come on, Matty D. Another fastball, fouled it back quickly, 0-2. Here's where he's got to finish. He's had a couple guys 0-2 earlier in this game, and he's hit them. He's got to keep that concentration, have good purpose with 0-2 pitch, and finish this inning right here. 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes. Gosh, dog it. Nuts. Spiked the breaking ball. No way Jonah was going to be able to block it. Goes to the backstop, run scores. That's tough. That's tough. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Get this last out right here, going to score a few runs. 1-2 pitch. Another ball down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Saints trailing 3-1 here in the top of the third inning. Base hit right back up the box. Fastball outside corner. York did a nice job taking it where it's pitched. Right back up the middle for an RBI single.
Now batting number 2, Peyton Voiles.
So that brings up second baseman Peyton Voiles. Peyton struck out back in the second looking. We got 2 outs, need to finish this inning right here. Would come back, throw a quick strike, young man. Breaking ball in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. York's leading off first. We got 2 outs. Patriots have plated a pair here in the top of the third inning. There's another breaking ball. Got him. That was a delayed steal. Jonah was able to see it out of the corner of his eye, utilized his bullet arm, threw a strike. Mick was there waiting on the runner, York, tagged him out for the third out. So the Patriots were able to score 2 runs. They did so on 3 hits, and nobody left on base. So through 2.5, Patriots leading the Saints 4-1.
Now batting number 6, Eli Smith.
Saints up the bat here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Eli Smith. Eli had a base hit and was left stranded back in the 1st to continue his hot hitting. Again, he had 4 hits against MUS on Tuesday night and kept it going. That was a hard fastball in. I don't know really how that didn't hit him. He showed some nice limber moves there. He was able to avoid getting plunked right on the right hip. Fastball in, fouled straight back into the net. I think that evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. No, 2 balls, 1 strike. I missed one. We need to get something cooking here. See if Eli can get on the bag. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball up. Could be a good start right here. I'll take a walk to lead off this inning. 3 balls, 1 strike. Left-handed hitting Eli Smith. 3-1 pitch coming. That almost got him. Great job. Ball 4. Leadoff runner on.
Now batting number 13, Tyler Harrington.
And that brings up Tyler Harrington. He continued his walking ways. He walked 3 times on Tuesday night and led off with a very well-fought walk back in the 1st inning. That's a slider, hard slider out of the zone, taken for a ball. Saints need to counter punch right here. Patriots have hit us in the jaw the last 2 innings. We need to come back with something right here. Eli's got a good lead. Another fastball up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Good lead by Smitty. There's a fastball outside corner. Good pitch. That's a really good 2-0 pitch right there. Good take by Tyler. Unless he's looking specifically for an outside fastball, you just got to kind of spit on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Man on first. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Saints trailing 4-1. Hard fastball swung through. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See if Tyler can barrel one right here. Good lead by Eli over at first. Got him. Not sure if that was a fastball or slider. It was something hard. Got the corner. Called strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
Number 1, Jonah Sutton.
That brings up the catcher, Jonah Sutton. Jonah struck out in his first at bat. Ooh, thought that ball was going to get away. It was a pickoff attempt over at first in the dirt. First baseman Kite was able to handle it. Jonah's leading the team in doubles, third on the team in RBIs. Fastball up. 1 ball, no strikes. Catcher Jonah Sutton. Coming into this game, Jonah had thrown out half the base runners that had stolen against him. He did the same thing, he's 1 for 2 this game. That's a good take right there. That's about the 4th time that he's seen that slider. Swung in a couple of them. That was in the dirt. Jonah was able to hold off. I think 2nd, 3rd, 4th times around seeing Armstrong. The Saints are going to do much better against that hard slider. Hard fastball, got it by Jonah. Two balls, 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Another pickoff attempt, another one in the dirt, handled nicely by Kite. Eli back in there safely. Strike 2, right on the outside corner, good hard fastball. It's a good-looking pitcher. Very impressed. Knows what he's doing. He's aggressive. Late break on his slider. I can see why Arkansas State likes him. Another pickoff attempt over at Eli. They must have read the scouting report that Eli's a pretty darn good base runner, good speed. Eli's yet to be caught stealing so far this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Foul ball coming back at us right here in the stands, right at the foot of the metal stands, right in front of us. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him. So it's a swing and a miss strikeout. Eli stole second base. And that brings up Drew Atkins, and we got a runner in scoring position.
Drew Atkins.
That was the 7th strikeout by Armstrong. And that brings up Drew Atkins. Drew was hit with the bases loaded for an RBI hit by pitch back in the 1st. That was a first pitch fastball. Drew was right on it, but fouled it straight back. Fastball up and away, taken for a ball. See if the hammer can hammer one right here. Love for him to drive one down to the fence on the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch coming. Fooled him, turned in, breaking ball. Late breaking hook. This is probably, maybe besides Saunier, the pitcher for Collierville that we faced in the very first game of the season, this is the best breaking ball that I've seen so far. Very sharp, late break, and he throws it for a strike at will. There's a ground ball and a breaking ball to the second baseman. Fields it, throws to first for the third out. Nice job by Armstrong. No hits, no runs, no errors. One man left on base, and through 3.5, or actually through 3 complete, Patriots leading the Saints 4-1.
Peyton Voiles.
All right, leading off for the Marion Patriots here in the top of the 4th inning is second baseman Peyton Voiles. Peyton was up the bat last inning when the runner York was thrown out stealing by Jonah. So he starts with a fresh count. Back in the 2nd inning, Peyton struck out looking in his first at bat. There's a first pitch at the top of the 4th. High, hard fastball swung through. Quickly strike 1. Matthews got a signal from Jonah. Set up inside. That's a nice pitch. Grounds it to first baseman Jack Newman. We have a defensive change. We just received word that between innings, 1 inning prior or earlier in this game, Trey Bird was just taking throws from the infielders across the diamond and jumped up and just landed awkwardly on his ankle, and it has tightened up on him. So we have a new first baseman, Jack Newman, in, and that hit right there was a ground ball to Jack. He flipped underhanded to Matthew covering, and we got quickly 1 out. And that brings up Luke Bullens, left fielder. First pitch to him is a fastball down. Bullens was hit by a pitch. And just as soon as I say that, Matthew splits his number 2 and 4 on his back and hits him again. So Luke Bullens seems to be a magnet for the ball this game.
Now batting number 1, Gage Watson.
And we're back up at the top of the lineup for Marion. Gage Watson. Gage struck out looking back in the first, and he walked in the second. Squaring around a bunt, takes it, strike 1. A 1 pitch coming. Bullens leads off first. Pickoff attempt, back in safely. New first baseman Jack Newman. Middle and double play depth. We got one out, top of the fourth. Watson squared around. He pulls it back, decides to bunt anyway, fouls it straight back. And the count's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. I think Gage was trying to have a little trickery there, trying to get our cornerman to move, and then he was going to try to slash one by him. Counts 0-2. Needs to keep the concentration right here, have good purpose with this 0-2 pitch. Good job with the hold. Mix. Oh. So it was a ground ball up the middle. Mick in double play depth caught it right at second base. I think he was trying to time the catch with touching the bag, and it went off his glove. And that'll be scored an error. And the Patriots have a man on first and second with just one out. See if our defense can help out our young pitcher right here with the 4-6-3 double play. He lays it down, fouls it back. Right fielder Caleb Catt up the bat. Caleb struck out looking back in the first, struck out swinging in the second. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. First and second. This Patriots team has proven to be very aggressive. We need to make sure that we don't let them get a walking lead on us here. Good job by Matthew. He must have heard me. Coach Hops coming out with the signal. They got 1 out. I don't know why they'd want to be bunting with their 2-hole hitter unless they're just wanting to get runners in scoring position for their shortstop, Cale. We've got to make sure we have a play on. Good pitch. Hard fastball outside corner taken for strike 2. As expected, this is a very impressive Marion team. They seem to be very well coached, full of energy, having fun in the dugout, very aggressive at bat. Saints have their hands full, as we suspected they would. 0-2 pitch. Spin move to Tate. No throw. The Patriots are taking a book out of the Saints playbook. They're applying pressure. They're making the pitcher, Matthew, think about them on the bases. That's a breaking ball down in the dirt. Jonah did a nice job keeping it in front. Runner leading off second, Bullens, had a very nice jump and was able to advance to third on the pitch in the dirt. Watson was not able to, so we still have the double play intact. On this play, when they had it back in the second inning, the runner on first just took off, and they were going to force us, I think, to try to get into a rundown and force our hand throwing the ball a little bit. That's a nice job right there. Heck of a job. Perfect fundamentals. Let me tell you what all happened right there. So the hitter, Cat, struck out. Jonah came up gunning, acting as if he's going to throw to second. With Matthew being so tall, he was able to throw, and the trajectory of the throw looked like he was going to second base. Matthew's so tall, he stabbed it out of the air. The runner on third thought it was going through and was off the base enough that Matthew was able to run him down. He did a great job heading right to home plate, getting the runner going back to third base. Worst case, you got 2 outs, man on third base if you don't get him out on that play. But he did a heck of a job cutting him off, making sure he didn't have access getting home, ran him back. 1 throw to Tyler. Tyler tagged him out. So excellent fundamentals by the Saints on an unorthodox double play. And hopefully that's going to energize these boys and allow us to get the bats rolling. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base.
Some of this stuff might go viral if you hadn't cleaned it up.
All right, here we go. So
25, Jack Newman.
we told you last inning that Jack Newman was in playing defense for Trey Bird, who twisted his ankle earlier in the game. So this is Jack's first at bat. Got Jack Newman leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And we got a new pitcher for Marion. Gage Watson, who started the game in center field, has moved to the pitcher's mound. So he's a left-hander, tall, lanky young man. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch, another fastball outside, taken for ball number 2. Good start by young Jack Newman. There's a ball. That must have been down. It looked like it got enough plate. Ball must have been down a little bit. 3-0. There's a strike outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jack Newman, lefty on lefty. Almost got him. Good way to start the inning. And that brings up Luke Willard.
Luke Willard.
Luke took a called third strike last at bat, a tough slider. See if he can turn things around right here. Get a nice hit for the Saints. Man on first. Breaking ball down. And he's safe. That was a good read by Jack. It was a ball in the dirt that got away from the catcher 3 or 4 feet. He had a good read, good jump, and was able to advance to second base. So good job by Jack Newman. Heads up base running. Takes second on the wild pitch. Extra benefit takes away the double play. Now we got a runner in scoring position. No matter what, Luke's got to get him over to third. What would be preferred is a hit. Hard fastball inside. Luke was able to get out of the way. And that takes the count to 2 balls and no strikes. And I'm pretty sure our hitters feel the same way, but it's got to get a charge in the dugout, getting Chase Armstrong out of the game. He was a very tough pitcher. See if our fortunes will be better against Mr. Watson. Luke's got a 2-0 count. Hard fastball inside corner, taken for a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. No outs. Up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Luke Willard, left fielder tonight. See if Luke can barrel one right here. Good swing, hard fastball, outer half. Fouls it off. Now we got a 3-2 count. Three-two pitch. Luke Willard. Good job, Luke. That was a hard fastball, outer half, too close to take. Was able to get enough of it and extend the at-bat. That's what you got to do with 2 strikes, man. You got to have that hard mindset. No way, I'm going down swinging. I'm going to make this pitcher work. Keep making him bring balls closer to the zone. Fly ball, right field. Right fielder seems to have it. He's got it. It's not deep enough to allow Jack to advance from second to third. So that's an F9 for the first out of the bottom of the 4th inning. And that brings up Tate Gentleman.
Now batting number 8, Tate Gentleman.
Tate struck out back in the 2nd. See if Tate can continue to shorten that swing, put that ball in play right here. game of adjustments. Tate needs to learn from every at-bat, continue to work with his hitting coach, keep that ball in the air, hit some line, spray some line drives. Long overdue for a hit right here. How about an RBI? Hard fastball, outer half. Tate swings through it for strike one. No balls, one strike. Here's where I wish Tate would just to get that monkey off his back and get a hit in there, just push one past this left-handed pitcher. We got a huge hole in that triangle between the pitcher, second baseman, first baseman. Just push one for a hit and then take that side. It's a hard breaking ball taken up. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch coming, 1 out. Fastball away. Good take by Tate. That was good 6 inches off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Love to see a line drive just right over the second baseman's head right here. Lefty's pitch going to be tailing away from him. There was the pitch. He's just swinging through it. You can see his frustration. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Put that ball in play, Tater. 2-2. 1 out. Fastball down. Good take by Tate. 3-2. Second batter in a row. Watson's gone 3-2 on. See if Tate can shorten up right here. Hit a good hard line drive somewhere. 3-2 pitch coming. 1 out. Way outside. Good read by Jack Newman. He's able to advance to third. It was a high fastball way outside. Ball 4 to Tate. We got something cooking.
Josh Russell.
Number 21, Josh Russell up the bat. We got a timeout. Coach Prater wants to talk to the pitcher Watson. Josh wears 21. Got a little backstory on that number. Josh comes from a family of a lot of ex-athletes, especially his mama and aunts. And that 21 was the women of their family all wore number 21. So Josh's dad said, "Hey, buddy, why don't you, give a little shout out to all your aunts and your mama and all the ex-awesome female athletes in our family and wear 21." And Josh thought that was a fantastic idea. And ever since then, I think that was back in like 2011. That was several years ago. He's always been 21, carrying that torch for these great athletes of his family, including a lot of gals who could play some ball. Good hard base hit. It's going to be deep enough for a RBI. Jack's got it. That's a nice at bat by Josh Russell, making everybody in his family proud. A bunch of folks in Texas and Arkansas watching and listening. Good job. That's an RBI. A deep fly out to center field. Brought home the run. That cuts the lead in half.
Now batting number 9, Nick Arney.
Fastball taken away. Mick Arney now up the bat. Tate was not able to advance on that fly out. Center fielder smartly and realized that he couldn't get the out at home, so he just threw it into the cutoff man. Good fundamentals by Marion. Pick off Tate at first. He's back in there, slid in safely. We got 2 outs. Mick Arney up the bat. I'd love to see Coach Hop stay aggressive right here and put on a little hit and run or run and hit or something. Get this momentum change going. That is way outside. It was a slide step. I'm actually not even sure if he even stopped. But it was a slide step and a fastball way inside and high. Got to the backstop. Tate was able to make his way to second base. And the hot-hitting Mick Arney has got a man in scoring position. See if he can make that wild pitch hurt and get him home. Mick's hitting .435 with runners in scoring position so far this year. There's a get down ball, get down ball, get down ball. Oh, and the right fielder made a heck of a catch. Hit the fly ball to right field. It was dying. The right fielder, I think that's Caleb Catt. Yes, Caleb Catt had a beat on it and dove, laid out, and took it right off the turf, stole a hit and an RBI from Mick. But good job by the Saints getting one of those runs back. And we have cut the lead in half and through 4 complete. Patriots 4, Saints 2.
Now batting number 3, Daedric Kale.
Leading off for Marion here in the top of the 5th inning is shortstop Daedric Kale. Daedric flew out to Josh back in the 1st and singled and scored in the 3rd. Hit a line drive. Didn't hit it particularly hard, but it was perfectly placed right up the middle. He was the one that started a 2-run rally. First pitch, breaking ball outside. Daedric swung at it, fouled it off down the first base line. Strike 1. Good start by Matthew. Probably this may be Matthew's last inning. I think he's up to about 80 pitches. I'm sure they're not going to allow him to go very much longer than that. First pitch. It's going to be a tough play by Tyler. Wow. God, what a play. So it was a high hopper. It bounced hard off the plate, and Tyler had to play it back. Possibly if he went on ahead and just beelined in and got the short up, it would have made a little easier on him. But he had to field it probably 5 feet behind the bag, and he looked like Nolan Arenado over there. Threw a pellet to first. Good stretch by Jack to get the first out of the inning. That's a big one with Kale. First pitch taken by Kite. Next man up, first baseman. That was a fastball up and away. So nice play by Tyler, getting Daedric by a half step. Big first out of this top of the 5th inning. Ooh, that one got him. That was a breaking ball, hard breaking ball in. Looked like it got him on his left calf.
Now batting number 25, Matthew Kearney.
So we got the pesky Matthew Kearney up the bat now. Matthew had a hit, or he walked back in the 2nd, stole 2 bases, including home, and he singled and stole a base and scored in the 3rd inning as well. He's had a very nice night so far. First pitch, fastball up and away, taken for a ball. So we got Dylan Kite leading off first base. He was hit by a pitch. Up the bat right now for Marion's Matthew Kearney. 1 out, top of the 5th inning. I think I see right-hander Peyton Moore warming up in our bullpen. That's a nice pitch. Breaking ball down. Kearney fouled it off down the left field line. Evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dylan Kite leading off first. Jack Newman holding him on. Good pitch. Breaking ball outside corner. Started it out. Dove back in with some nice late bite on his 86th pitch of the game. Takes the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a fastball in at Kearney's feet. Good job by Jonah, catching it cleanly. I think each of the games I've mentioned what a great job that Jonah's doing behind the plate, not having caught on a regular basis. It's just amazing. Got him. Wow. Oh, nice job by Jack Newman. Strike 3 swinging. Jonah came out and threw a pellet to first base. It was a high throw, and it took every bit of Jack's height and glove length to snag that ball, keeping it from going down the right field line. That was a nice play by Jack. He timed his jump perfectly. I'm sure his dad, Grant, will say that he got his hops from his old man. 2 outs. Man on first. Pick off over to first base. Kite's back in there safely. Brings up Chase Armstrong. Started the game pitching. Still in there hitting. Breaking ball went around. Outside. Taken for a ball. He's to finish this inning right here. Got a man on first. 2 outs. Armstrong up the bat. Matthew Dallas still in there pumping strikes for the Saints. Good hard fastball. Good pitch. Just overpowered him. Armstrong swung through it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good seeing Matthew continue showing good velocity as his pitch count continues to rise. Again, good run on that heater. Love what we're seeing here. Nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was a riding fastball away from the right-hander. Taken for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This young man has got some kind of future. Oh, and there it is. Throws the big bender. Had a little 12-6 action to it. Pulled the string. Strike 3. Out 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. The momentum has swung the Saints' way. We need to continue to put pressure on these Patriots and scratch across a few more runs here. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. All right, here we go.
Now batting number 6, Eli Smith.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning is Eli Smith. Eli singled and walked. First pitch fastball up and in. Back Smitty off the plate, takes it for ball 1. Been on base twice. He's been stranded twice. It's time to get on and bring him home. Another fastball up and in, taken for a ball. Watson walked the leadoff man last inning and came around to score. See if we can get him to do the same. Oh, good hard fastball up. Good swing by Eli. Love the aggressiveness. Swung through it. Two balls and one strike. Another good swing. Fouled off down the left field line. Good swing. That's going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. See Eli have a good at bat. Keep on battling right here. Ooh, that hit him. Got him right on the forearm. Good job. Anyway, anyhow, man, especially when you're leading off the inning, you got to get on that bag. So Eli's on for the 3rd time in a row. Let's hope we can bring him around right here.
Now batting number 13, Tyler Harrington.
Tyler is due for a right center field gapper. He's done that several times against left-handed pitchers earlier this season. Let's hope he keeps that same approach. Eli's still shaking things off over there at first, taking a little extra time. It's cooler tonight, so it's going to have a little extra sting on it. Hopefully it's nothing more than a good bruise. We certainly can't afford to lose another one of our top bats. The Saints have been without our leadoff man and power-hitting shortstop, Michael Dallas, who last week, maybe 10 days ago, pulled a hammy. So he's on the DL probably for at least another week. So here comes the first pitch to Tyler. Fastball away, taken for a ball. There's nobody up in the bullpen for Marion. Pre-game, I talked to Daedric Kale, the shortstop, and he said that he may be in relief. So he may be the next guy in. That is a great jump by Eli Smith. Great read on a ball that got away from the catcher. Taken for a ball by Tyler. It was a breaking ball down. He was in the dirt, and before it even had a chance to break away from the catcher, Eli was anticipating it and took off. Heck of a job right there. Takes away the double play, and now he's in scoring position. Heads up baseball. 3-0 pitch taken for a ball. Little things like that are so huge with scoring runs. There's a base hit. That's a cue job. And that's heads up base running by Tyler Harrington. Great job. So it looked like Taylor may have got it right off the end of the bat. Probably a 6-hopper that took advantage of the second baseman holding on the runner. Eli gets all the way to the right fielder. Eli took a really aggressive turn. Coach Hop did just what a third base coach has got to do. He's got to get down that line as far as possible to continue to read the play. So Eli took aggressive third. Right fielder saw that, missed his cutoff man. Tyler never broke stride and was able to make it all the way to second base. And the tying run is now on second. Heads up base running this inning. Good swing by Jonah. First pitch fastball outside, fouled it off to the right side. Oh, 1 pitch, Jonah Sutton. Big hit right here. That's a good job. That's going to score a run. Safe. That's a great job. The middle was back. Hard ground ball to short. The shortstop, Kale, had the time, came up gunning, fired home. Frankly, it was a perfect throw right on the corner. Aggressive slide by Eli. Jarred the ball loose. Saints score.
Drew Atkins.
So that's going to be an RBI ground out by Jonah. Saints have a man on first and third. Tying run. 90 feet away. The See what the Saints do right here. Good swing by Drew Atkins. Come out of the chute raking. Peyton Moore is pinch running for Joan over at first. Peyton Moore is an excellent athlete. Excellent speed. Good aggressive athlete. Let's see if we get something cooking here. We're going to make Marion make a defensive play right here. 0-1 pitch. Pick off over at first. Back in safely. Drew Atkins up the bat, first and third. Saints trailing by 1 here. The bottom of the 5th inning. Fastball up, taken for a ball. Good take by Drew right there. One pitch coming, no outs. No. That was a fake steal. Breaking ball away, taken for a ball. Went off the catcher's glove, not far enough away for Peyton to advance to second, though. Nor Tyler to score. So Drew's still on top here. 2 balls, 1 strike. See him drive home this run any way, anyhow. Middle's in double play depth. Corners are in. Another breaking ball up. 3 balls, 1 strike. Good at bat right here so far by Drew. He needs to stay aggressive. This could be the best pitch of the at bat to hit. He needs to drive home these runs. Good swing, good pitch, fastball outside corner. Drew swung through it. Wouldn't be surprised if Coach Hott put something on right here. 3-2 pitch. Pitcher does not want to put Drew on. Snap throw. Peyton's back in there safely. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, first and third. Saints within a run. 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He's running. Strike him out. The umpire just called. Drew swung and missed. His momentum carried him towards the front of the batter's box. The catcher came out of the chute to throw, and the home plate umpire called interference on Drew. So Peyton is automatically out, going from first to second base. Very unfortunate.
Now batting
So that's a double play.
Jack Newman.
First pitch swinging. Jack Newman up the bat now. First pitch swinging. Fouls it off. No balls, 1 strike. Let's see if Jack can bring home this run right here. It's a foul ball, high inside fastball. Jack swung at it. Unfortunately, got just a piece of it. Ball went off the catcher's glove. Counts now no balls, 2 strikes. Tyler's got to go back to third base, see if Jack Newman can get this run home right here. 0-2 pitch, 2 outs, man on third. Fastball up, good take. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, Jack Newman, drive home this run. One-two pitch. Good job by Jack. Fouls the ball off into the visitor's dugout. Stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good at bat by Jack. He's up there taking some hacks. 1-2 pitch coming. 2 outs. Man on third. That got him. Hello, honey. Hit him in the head. He's on. And that brings up Luke Willard. A couple years ago, taking pregame batting practice over at St. George's. Jack had just transferred over to Briarcrest, and it was during a JV game. They were in the batting cages over at St. George's, and his teammate, Dylan James, was hit a line drive right back at him, made its way through the screen, hit Jack in the cheek, had to have surgery, put in some mesh in his cheek, that a mesh plate that is still in his face. So I'm sure he didn't want any part of that hitting his face, having that a part of your background. So thank goodness he's okay. It seemed to be just a glancing blow. And the inning continues. We got a man on first and third with 2 outs.
14, Luke Willard.
Luke has driven in many runs for us this year. Earlier this year, he was up with the bases juice, was able to clear the bases with a big hit. We need a big 2-out RBI hit. In the last few games, we have not been getting enough of them. First pitch, fastball, strike, outside corner. 0-1 pitch, Luke Willard, Tate gentleman on deck. Big 2-out hit. Tie this game up right now. Fastball outside, good take. Lefty Watson's been peppering the outer half of the plate. Hope these hitters are seeing that. Take advantage of it and smoke one in that right center field gap. Pick off, move over to first. Jack Newman back in there safely. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left fielder Luke Willard. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th inning. Saints have scratched 1 across. We need to get another. Tie this game up. Good swing by Luke. Just fouled it off to the right. Evens the count, or takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Newman leading off first, Tyler Harrington off third. It's a great job. Good read by Jack. Takes second base. That was a fastball down. Catcher blocked it, kept it in front of him. Man on second and third. Hit scores 2. Come on, Luke Willard, drive home these runs, buddy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Saints trailing by 1. Fast breaking ball up, taken for a ball that was up and out. Three-two pitch coming. Ball 4, up. Good take, close pitch. Wasn't sure if the umpire was going to give that to him or not. Thank goodness he did.
Now batting number 8, Tate Gentleman.
Tate struck out back in the 2nd. He walked and was left stranded in the 4th. May have a pitch and change right here. Yep, they are going to change pitchers, and they are going to bring in Daedric Kale, the shortstop, to come in to pitch to Tate. Big right-hander Daedric Kale's coming in. Arkansas State commit. He had told me pregame that there's a chance that he'll be coming in relief. Sure enough, here he is. Here's where Tate's just got to make contact. He's got to put that ball and play hard somewhere. Kale's going to be coming in throwing hard. He's got a good arm. I'm not sure what Arkansas State has planned for him, whether it's going to be as a pitcher or a position player. We've got a score of 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Saints have scored 1 in this bottom of the 5th. Tyler Harrington, who had a base hit earlier in the innings, leading off 3rd. Jack Newman, who got hit by the pitch, is leading off 2nd. And Luke Willard, who just walked, is on 1st. Love to see Tate be aggressive first pitch. A lot of times with the bases loaded, that pitcher wants to come on in and try to get ahead. And it could be the best pitch of the inning. Hope he's on time, shortens things up, just fires the ball hard somewhere. Put that pressure on the defense, make him catch it, throw it, and catch it. So bases juiced, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch, fastball away, taken for a ball. Sometimes Tate is his own worst enemy. He's got a really good eye at the plate, and that sometimes doesn't parlay itself very well to the inconsistent umpiring. I just want him to be aggressive right here. Fastball in, ball 2, another good take. Very well may make Daedric throw a pitch before he swings right here. There's a strike, outside corner, good pitch, takes the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. You know, that's smart right there. You want to make that pitcher come to you. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Fastball up and in, 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's where you just got to slow that heart rate, take you a deep breath, go back to the basics of see it and hit it, grip it and rip it. That got him. That's an RBI hit by pitch. The score is tied. Anyway, anyhow, has got to be the theme.
Now batting number 21, Josh Russell.
Here comes Josh Russell. Josh had a nice RBI. Fly out to center field, hit it right on the screws. Let's see if he can make something happen right here. We'd love to get a lead run right now. Josh is aggressive all the time. I know his mama was a heck of a basketball player. Ferocious on defense, I imagine. Bunch of really good athletes in that Russell family. Daddy was a heck of a basketball player in high school. That's a great job. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. That's a slider away off the catcher's glove. That brings in the lead run. The pitch was taken for a ball by Josh. Saints lead 5-4. Man on 2nd and 3rd. 1-1 count to Josh Russell. Let's keep driving right here. Can't let up. Take advantage of this right here. 5-4 the score. 2nd and 3rd. Tate Gentleman on 2nd. Luke Willard on 3rd. Another breaking ball way outside. Good job by the catcher keeping it in front. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. That's a base hit. That's a hard ball in the hole between 3rd and short. High hopper. No way they're throwing out Josh right there. Good read by Luke. Scores the run. Heck of a job right there. RBI single Josh Russell. That brings in our 6th run.
Number 9, Mick Arney.
Mick Arney up. Keep it going, Mick. Slider away. Good block by the catch. Mick singled and scored back in the 1st. Struck out in the 2nd. Flew to right fielder in right on a great catch. Right fielder robbed him of an RBI hit. Taking the ball right off the turf in right field. 1-0 Pitch coming, fastball away. 2 balls, no strikes. Josh Russell leading off first, just had an RBI single. Tate Gentleman leading off second. He was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Another fastball down. 3 balls, no strikes. Mick Arney, I have a feeling he's going to spit on one here. 3-0 pitch to Mick. Eli Smith on deck. Woo, fastball up, ball 4. The inning continues. The Marion defense calls timeout. They're coming in to have a little pep talk with Daedric. I like this team. I really do. I like their body language. I like the camaraderie. They're very aggressive, seem to be very well coached. I've been very impressed by the job that Coach Prater has done. Very talented group. I'll be anxious to watch them, see how they do in their quest for a state championship. Very talented team. That brings up Eli Smith. Bases loaded. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Another fastball down. Tate was anticipating. He had a good lead. His last step was going towards home. Anticipating that ball getting away. 1-0 pitch to Eli Smith. Fastball outside corner. That's a good take, good pitch. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. Fastball outside, just off the plate. Good take by Eli. 2 balls, 1 strike. Eli's done such a nice job hitting the ball the opposite way right here. Love to see him split a gap in left center. Good pitch. Fastball in on the knees. Good location right there. He's thrown Eli a hard fastball outside, brought one in on the knees there. 2-2 pitch, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch coming. That's a base hit, right field. Great job by Eli. He's going to bring Josh Russell home. Here comes that elite speed. He's safe. 2-run single. Eli takes second base on the throw home. Big hit for the Saints. Coach Hop never stopped bringing Josh home, which is a smart move with that speed that Josh has got. That's a big 2-strike, 2-out hit by Eli, and that's just what the Saints needed to get these things going. Whoa.
Now batting number 13, Tyler Harrington.
First pitch to Tyler Harrington's a called strike. So we got Eli on second base. He was able to advance to second on the throw home. Mix on third. Huge 2 RBI single. That's another big bender. Good hard breaking ball taken for a strike by Tyler. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, second and third. There it is. Strike 3. He had Tyler fooled on those last 2 breaking balls, 2 big hooks, but the Saints plate 6 runs. 6 runs on 6 runs on 3 hits, 2 men left on base, and through 5 complete. Saints 8, Patriots 4. Here in the top of the 6th inning, we have got a pitching change
21, Davis York.
for the Saints. Dylan James is in to throw. Dylan is a junior right-hander. Dylan's thrown 7.1 innings so far this year. He's got an ERA of below 1. He's only given up a single earned run. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. First pitch, fastball right in there for a strike. I've been very impressed by Dylan. Dylan got some varsity time as a sophomore. Actually, as a freshman. And very impressive. That next pitch is a big old bending breaking ball, which he throws quite often. Outside for a ball. Davis York is up the bat. Davis walked and was left stranded in the 2nd and had an RBI base hit back in the 3rd. There's looked like a little slider. Got the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good start by young Dylan James. I think Dylan and Jack are going to be a couple studs next year for Coach Hop. 2022 season. Ooh, umpire better not give up on that. That was a big bender. It's kind of an 11 to 5 o'clock hook. There it is. Took something off, swung and missed. Strike 3. That's a nice start by young Dylan James. First pitch, strikeout, 1 out. That's what you want. Your offense puts up a 6 spot.
Peyton Boyles.
As a pitcher, you just want to come in and just fill up the strike zone with strikes. Nice start, Dylan James. That brings up the second baseman, Peyton Boyles, left-handed hitter. Struck out looking back in the 2nd. First pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike. And in the 4th, he grounded back to the pitcher. Actually, he grounded to first, who flipped unassisted the pitcher 3-1. So 0 for 2 on the day. Peyton Boyles, second baseman. Dylan James in for his first inning of work. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled off down the 3rd baseline. 0-2. This is the top of the 6th inning. Saints are leading 8-4. 1 out. Nobody on base. That's a hard fly ball. Center fielder Josh Russell's got a beat on it for the 2nd out of the inning. Nice job, Dylan. Keep filling up the strike zone, baby. That's an F8, out number 2.
Now batting number 24, Luke Mullins.
That brings up the left fielder, Luke Bellins. Luke has been hit twice. He's going to have a couple bruises when he wakes up in the morning. I'm sure he's just wanting to get a good strike to hit right here. My goodness gracious, he just got hit again. He has been up 3 times, and that's the 3rd time that he's been hit. Man alive, I can't recall the last time I saw that. I don't know, I wanted to look to see if he's standing on the plate.
Now batting number 1, Gage Watson.
Takes his back up at the top of the lineup, Gage Watson. Gage is struck out looking. He walked and was left stranded, and he was able to reach on an error in the infield. Snap throw to first. Back in safely. We got 2 outs. Just need to finish this inning right here. Get this last out. 2 outs. Leadoff man Gage Watson up the bat. That's a base hit between the hole and first and second. Good piece of hitting right there by Watson. I think these Patriots are going to go down lightly.
Now batting number 5, Caleb Catt.
That brings up the right fielder, Caleb Catt. Caleb's had a tough night so far. He struck out looking back in the 1st and swinging in the 2nd and the 4th. Dylan needs to get this last out right here. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Saints leading 8-4. Patriots have a hit by pitch and a hit, put 2 guys on. Big old Bender got enough of the outside corner, called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch coming. 2 outs, man on first and second. Another. Threw that one slower. Big old Bender. Good looking pitch. Started about probably right at the belly button and finished up around those ankles. Some nice late dive to it. No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball. Second baseman's got it. Tate throws to first for the out. Good job by Dylan James. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 men left on base through 6.5. Saints 8, Patriots 4.
I will do that.
All right, Saints fans, we're taking it to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jonah Sutton up the bat. So far, Jonah has struck out in the first, struck out again in the third, and he had an RBI ground out to the shortstop, his last at bat. First pitch fastball way up. So I did some totaling of the pitching numbers for Matthew Dallas through 5 innings. He had 10 strikeouts. This is coming off a 21 strikeout game against MUS. Matthew struck out 10 Marion batters, walked 3, hit 4, and gave up 3 hits. So a little uneven, but very impressive. 10 strikeouts, and he worked out of some tough jams. Bowed his neck a few times. Very impressive. Way to go, Matthew. Solid outing, young man. He's in line for the win. That next pitch to Jonah was a fastball for a strike. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Oop. Breaking ball, late bite. Check swing by Jonah, called strike. Needs to adjust right here, put this ball in play. Hard fastball up. Pitcher Kale has got some nice velocity. He's throwing the ball hard. He lost his lower half on a breaking ball. Popped up to the infield. Second baseman's got it for the first out. I know that's something that Jonah continues to work on with his hitting coach, Jeff Duncan, is keeping that good, strong lower base.
He's number 2, Drew Atkins.
solidly built young man with a very strong lower body, and that's where a lot of the power comes from. You look at big power hitters like Albert Pujols and Juan Soto. Those guys have strong lower bodies, and Jonah's got it. Just at times he'll bend at the waist, and that booty goes out, and then he's got nothing. So, good pitch by Daedric to get Jonah on that pitch, and that brings up Drew Atkins. Took the first pitch fastball outside corner for a strike. That's a good hit by Drew. Good wood on it. Oh, the right fielder made another fantastic catch. That is twice that he has stolen hits from our Saints hitters. Drew barreled that ball beautifully. Deep fly ball towards the right field line. The right fielder, Caleb Catt, had a good jump on it, and at the last second again reached and made a very nice catch. Got to tip your cap to the right fielder, Catt. He has flashed some leather out there today. We got 2 outs, and we got Jack Newman up the bat. Jack was hit last at bat, and his first at bat hitting for Trey, when Trey had to leave the game because of an injury. He walked and scored, and then he was hit by pitch and scored. So Jack's been in there in the middle of the action. Good swing by Jack. Just missed a fastball, fouled it straight back. Nice swing right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, ball up off the catcher's glove. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. Junior first baseman Jack Newman. Jack continues to impress the heck out of me. Good looking young player. Whoop. Catcher jumped ahead of himself a little bit. It was a fastball outside corner. Called a strike. Just strike 2, though. I like his wishful thinking. Jack still got a little life, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning. Breaking ball down. Good take. Looked like a slider with some late movement down. Fortunately, he started it down. Jack was able to hold his swing. So we got a 3 balls, 2 strikes count. Let's see if Jack can get on the bag one more time. Oh, my goodness. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Umpire didn't think so. Called it in. And ball 4. So Jack's been up 3 times, and he is on the bag 3 times. Good job, Jackie Newman. So Luke, 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out looking back in the first, flew out to the right fielder in the 4th, and earned a big-time walk and came around to score in the 5th. It was a big at-bat during our big 6th-run inning. First pitch, fastball, outer half. Luke took it for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Big breaking ball taken for a ball. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. See if Luke can hit another double. I think he had 3 games in a row in which he hit a double earlier this season. So he's due. I'd like to see him get one down that left field line. He's done that a couple times. That's a good hard ground ball to shortstop. He's able to make the play. Easy toss to second base for the force out. Got good wood on it. Barreled it nicely. Just hit it right to the shortstop. So the Saints leave a runner. No runs. No hits. 1 man left on base. And through 6 complete innings, Saints leading 8-4. We're taking it to the top of the 7th, and Dylan James is back out on the bump to get 3 more outs.
number 3, Daedric Kale.
All right, Saints are chasing 3 outs to earn a victory right here, but we got to get the first guy. Power hitting right-hander, Daedric Kale. Big threat always. Daedric started the game out at shortstop. He's now in at pitcher. Daedric flew out to center fielder. He had a base hit, and he grounded out to third, in which Tyler made a heck of a play at third base on a high hopper. 4 or 5 steps behind the bag. Long, strong throw. Got him by a half step. That next pitch was a breaking ball. Daedric fouled it off. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Good piece of hitting right there. Takes the pitch. It looked like an outside pitch. Kept his hands in. Fired a shot right between Jack and Tate for a leadoff single.
37, Dylan Kite.
That brings up the first baseman, Dylan Kite. Dylan struck out swinging in the second, struck out looking in the third, and he was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. See if we can get a double play right here. Good first pitch, fastball in on his hands. Swing, foul ball, strike 1 to the first baseman, Dylan Kite. Ooh, good quick feet by Dylan. Popped it over there. Daedric was just able to get his hand underneath the tag. Wow, what a throw by Jonah Sutton. Wow! Kale decided to run, though they're down by 4. Jonah Sutton, he looked like Yadier Molina on that throw. He came out, shifted his feet, and threw a pellet right on the corner of the bag. Tate Gentleman is there waiting on it to put down the tag. 1 out. Swing and a miss on the pitch. 2 strikes to the hitter. Woo, good. That was a Frisbee-looking breaking ball right there on that 0-2 pitch. Took it for a ball. What a throw by Jonah Sutton. Wow. That was big time. Second pitch was a breaking ball taken for a ball by the first baseman, Dylan Kite. Now the Saints are chasing 2 outs. Got him! High fastball, got a piece of it. Jonah was able to hold on for strike 3, 2 outs. Saints are 1 out away.
Now batting number 25, Matthew Kearney.
Matthew Kearney, the third baseman, now up. Matthew walked, scored back in the second, singled, scored in the third, struck out in the 5th, just took a first pitch fastball, strike 1. Dylan James is looking good here in relief for the Saints. This is his 2nd inning of relief. He had a scoreless 6th. It's a ground ball. Tyler's got it, but it's in foul territory. No balls, 2 strikes. Let's finish this game with a flourish right here. Saints chasing an out. 0-2. I could see him throw a big old bender, start it on the outer half, have it snap outside, see if Jonah can hold on to it. That's where he's set up. Ground ball. Tyler's got it, gets the big hop. Gets it, throws a pellet over there, hits Jack Newman right in the chest. Saints win 8-4. That is a big win, big comeback. Good job by the Saints. Good job by Matthew Dallas. Got himself into some trouble, worked himself out of some trouble. The sophomore left-hander ended up striking out 10 batters. Saints were able to come back, score 6 runs before we made a pitching change. Matthew Dallas gets the win. Dylan James comes in, throws 2 scoreless innings of relief to pick up the save. And the Saints beat the Marion Patriots 8-4. Excellent win by our Briarcrest Saints. Big hit of the game. Eli Smith, big 2-out, 2-run single to drive in the 5th and 6th runs for the Saints in that big inning. And that's just what the Saints needed. They scuffled a bit with runners in scoring position against MUS, and they needed a win like this to come back, right the ship offensively, get the confidence back going. This is a big, big win for the Saints. I love it. Enjoyed it. We got a ball game tomorrow night. Hope you guys tune in and listen to the ball game tomorrow. Good night.